Bassmasters, you'll discover one of the bassin world's best-kept secrets, the untapped Bayou Bassin of northwest Louisiana. Why the once unruly Red River is proving to be the best bet around. Shreveport Bossier, the gateway to the sportsman's paradise, as Louisiana likes to be known, where folks know how to have a good time. Try your luck at the riverboat casinos or place a bet on the horses. There's plenty of action. But until recently, for a Bassmaster, placing a bet on the red, it most likely was a sure loser.
It's quite obvious why the name Red River. For years in the spring, it's been the unruly red, a stream of wet mud. Hardly a place you'd expect to hold a bass fishing tournament. When BASS Federation Director Don Corcoran revealed the Red River as the site for the 1997 Wrangler BASS Federation Championship, we almost asked if he planned to fish for carp. For the looks of things, this is a mud hole. But as our Bassmasters cameras follow the world's best bass club anglers into the backwater bayous and overlooked oxbows of the new Red River waterway, you'll quickly realize this is a fishing hole.
Good quality tournament fish. He just like the rest of it. Good fish a lot of people love to have, but I can't use him today.
When a 2.5-pound bass won't boost your tournament creel, you've hit the bassin jackpot. Downton Bobo may hold a hot hand, but this is a 3-day tournament. Yep, you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. I'm Bob Cobb. Stay tuned. The Bassmasters will be right back with the 1997 Wrangler BASS Federation Championship from Shreveport Bossier, Louisiana, the sportsman's paradise. Or should that be paradise, D-I-C-E?
Shreveport Bossier, the port city spacing across the Red River in northwest Louisiana. It's the launch point for the 1997 Wrangler BASS Federation Championship. A field of 50 bass anglers, the best of 2,500 clubs and top qualifiers among 60,000 members of the Bass Angler Sportsman Society's Federation. An international lineup with qualifiers from Japan, Canada, South Africa, and Zimbabwe, as well as 46 state representatives from the U.S. The time is early May, a tough time to tackle a river system, particularly a river running ruby red and in flood stage. Opinions differ as to what stage the fish are in.
I haven't caught anything with a bloody tail or looks like it's spawned yet at all to me. So I would say it's pre-spawn myself.
I feel like they're all pretty much post-spawn. I believe they're through spawning out.
Regardless, spawn or post-spawn, shallow or deep, Richard Swistak's confident.
Realistically, I think I can catch a 20-pound sack.
That's strong talk. We'll see if Richard can do the walk. If it was last year at the Federation Championship on the Mississippi River, we'd take the floodwater conditions and bet against the Eastern Division qualifying champion. Last year altogether, 49 anglers caught only 71 bass on the Mississippi.
Until 3 years ago, the Red River south of the Shreveport Bossier area bore a similar reputation for poor bass fishing. But that's when the Army Corps of Engineers completed the Joe D. Wagoner Jr. Lock and Dam No. 5, the Red River Waterway Project, a series of locks and dams stretching 236 miles, all the way to the Mississippi River. Tournament anglers for the Federation Championship are limited to fishing the 2 upper pools, Lock and Dam numbers 4 and 5. Rather than spend time in the lock, most anglers opt to fish in pool number 5. Mark Wilson, a local Red River guide, believes that's a good tournament strategy.
They've put the lock in and put these jetties in. It's backed the water up at least 20 to 25 feet. And you can go over these sandbars and in these sloughs and get into these lakes and ponds. And there's probably 7, maybe there's 6, 7 lakes on this side of lock number 5, and it is excellent fishing.
That's Richard Swistak's game plan.
Yesterday afternoon, I pulled in a little hole and wiggled down through the trees. It's a long way back there, and once you get back
looks like a solid wall where the muddy water stops and clean water, real clean for here, for this time, for what it looks like right now. And I made about 10 pitches with a spinnerbait and caught 6 fish. I said, well, I better put it down. I want to stick what was in there, and I started pitching the jig and just letting them bite it, crush it up, and not sticking them, and there's a bunch of fish in there. And this one spot right here is it's special for this whole area, because right here there's another pond you can see there. There's a little wash right here coming through. A little bit of current. There's a little pipe down there, and the fish are hanging right on it. Both of them fish I just caught come right out, a little bit of current there. And I'm just pitching this whole, it's a Arky, Jeff's Creepy Crawling Grub. The guy in the Kmart down here, and oops, just had a nibble there, felt like. There he is. Oops. They've been running much bigger than that one, but he might make it.
Alabama's Dalton Bobo has located a similar Clearwater area. The bass are stacked in here like cordwood. The key is bait fish activity and the blade size on his spinnerbait.
Number one. Well, I was using a spinnerbait with an Indiana blade, and I had that one big fish to boil on it and didn't take it. He shed running about the size of this willow leaf blade I got right here, so I changed from the Indiana to the willow leaf. It's a little wind-blown pocket here off of a big oxbow. And actually, it's about the clearest water you're going to find in this oxbow. Number 2, things will just keep going good.
Zimbabwe angler Jerry Eusta is fishing his 3rd Federation Championship, a milestone of sorts. But this trip to the Red River is different.
You know, really just being a pioneer, I suppose, on a new body of water. I know that the one area I found, I don't think a lot of people have been to it apart from the people that actually live on that oxbow.
A little muddy water is not too upsetting to Indiana's Mark Dove. He catches bass on the Ohio River. But here, conditions are different.
What I call real shallow water. This water here is 6.5 foot deep, and that's as shallow water as I've been able to find. I came in here looking for a shallow spawning flat when I was here a month ago, thinking they were right in the middle of the spawn. Well, I come in this area right here, and I caught 3 big fish out here in 8 or 9 foot of water, and they were all on laying logs. And I didn't think too much about it until I came to one laying log, and I saw a pot of bluegill up on it, and I saw a big fish chasing off. I threw it, I caught it, and it was about a 6-pounder. And I realized at that point there's no shallow water. What the fish are doing are getting on anything that's horizontal, that's got a little bit of water on top of it, and spawning right there. But I'll take it.
Rich Swistack's hopes for a 20-pound bag at weigh-in appear to be shrinking. Oklahoma's Kelly Walker is hanging in there, but he'll have to tree larger fish. Just 12-inch keeper size won't pay off in this Federation tournament. Oregon's Clay Hood figures a slow, soft plastic lure presentation will work in muddy water conditions, but only if you put them in the boat. The daily tournament limit is 5 bass, and Kentucky's Paul Lewis will bring his limit to the day 1 weigh-in. And so will Jerry Eusta, who's pitching a black and blue pro model jig with a soft plastic craw trailer. The Strike King jig has a dual rattle chamber. In muddy water, no doubt, the sound feature helps. For Jerry, the lure combination also triggers bigger bites. The Bassmasters will be right back with more tips and tactics for catching backwater bass.